輪廻眼か。東は
Hello guys, it is Pixel here today with you. Hello my welcome fellow scripters. Thank you for joining us today. So today we're going to have a scripting tutorial. Now, it's nice to catch up on YouTube. I haven't been making videos for a very long time. I believe it's 8 months. Just had a lot of school stuff. But you know, Corona is a thing and we all have free time. So it's a nice time to get scripting. Although, you know, Corona is causing a lot of problems. But aside from that, if you want to make a toggleable Aura, this is the place for you. Because we're gonna cover how to make the Aura and how to script the Aura. I've actually been looking for a video like this when I just started scripting and I couldn't find it. And here I am a year later, now actually a very good scripter myself. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's very simple and I suggest you to watch the entire video, but if you already have your Aura made and you just want to put it onto your character, I'll show you how to do that. In the link description there's going to be a timestamp. If you want to go in the description, there's a timestamp for when we started scripting, but I really do suggest you to watch this out of the video because I want to show you maybe a new way to make an Aura. So please like and subscribe because it will really help me out in the long run, so I can make more content for you guys. So yeah, we're gonna start off making the Aura. So what you want to do is view, and you want to go into Explorer and Properties. You always want these on. You don't want you always want these on, and then you want to go to Game Explorer and Toolbox, right? So if you don't have Build Rig, you can put it in, right? Let me just give myself some output for script errors. Anyways, if you don't have this, you can put it in right here. So you can use R6 or R15. I'm going to go with the block rig of R15 here. So we have our dummy, we'll have our Aura here, and well, let's put our particle emitter here. I don't think we're able to. Alright, let me just go into the dummy. Let's just say Aura test, right? You're gonna call it Aura test. Let us go to the, either we can go to humanoid root part or we can go to upper torso, but I'll go to lower torso. I think it's nicer. We're gonna go attach a particle emitter, right? This is what you want, a particle emitter. As you can see, there is no particles, and let's say we want to choose a particle. So I'm gonna go with Super Saiyan Blue. So you go into your toolbox inside here. Look up whatever you want. I'm just going to look up Aura. You can draw your own Aura and upload it. If you want to draw your own Aura, you can. Just go in here, go into your images and add assets, and you can upload your image. But for this video, I'm just going to use this Super Saiyan Blue Aura, right? So I'm just going to call this Super Saiyan Blue Aura, right? And then we have a lot of stuff here. This is what I was talking about. You don't want to skip this because I'll explain what it is. So basically, this is your color. You don't want to change this if you have already a picture made, unless you want to change it. Light influence changes how, well, that's light emission, changes how much light it gives off, but it doesn't actually light area around it, but it does light up the particle. Light influence means that how much the shade changes the particle. If it gets darker, size is self-explanatory. We can actually change this, as you can see, change this. I'm going to talk about this later. We can make it big and then become small or whatever. Yes, oops, I just clicked out, right? So we're gonna go and put our texture in. What I done was right click and copy ID and paste in here. As you can see, we have our Aura now, and I want to change the speed to 1, and we're going to change the size. We're going to use this here, and we're going to go and take the size, make it big, make it get smaller gradually, right? Like that. Nice and good. Make sure it's not too big. Like that. That's good. And go into Aura again. I want to change the transparency to like a good 0.9. Oh, that's nice, right? 2. We want to mess on with the Aura until we get it. Alright, speed of 5. That's good. Rate to Z offset, as you can see, puts the Aura on top. But if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna set the transparency to really really high transparency, like that, or something along those lines. Oops, 985. Nah, I need to keep by Aura how it is, so 0.1 maybe. Oh yeah, that's good. Alright, I'm still gonna put that up a bit. Well, actually, we're gonna have the transparency also set like this. Just press these 3 dots on the side, and we have this table. So the lower we have, the lower the transparency it is. So you can have it generally low and make it the aura completely disappear at the top. Right? See that? Controlling the transparency of it, or like that. That's good. So what we want to do now, I'm going to change the size slightly as well. I want to just get my aura looking nice. Doesn't really matter. I should not be wasting time. And make sure to press lock to part. This means that when you move your character, it stays with the character instead of just let's see. Oops, I just turned off the aura for some reason. Instead of not following it like that. So lock to parts. That is what we want. And that looks good to me, right? So that is your aura done. That is number 1 done, right? What you're gonna want to do is go down to server storage. This is exporters cannot see this, so hackers in your game cannot copy your stuff. And let's just call this auras and Super Saiyan Blue aura right in there, right? Now we're gonna do the scripting. Obviously, there's 2 ways to do it. You can do it on key press, so when someone presses a button, or you can do it on a button GUI. For this tutorial, I'm going to make it simple because, well, this is going to be a simple tutorial, so you understand. You can always apply the button method if you want, because basically you can call a function or trigger the script, and when you trigger the script, you can do it. Alright, so we're going to go into server GUI. I'm going to go into screen GUI, rename this to Aura toggle, add in a button, text button, go right here. So we're gonna go into size. This is another thing, we want to scale this button, so change the X to 10, or no, 0. Let's do 0.2 and 0.1. 0.10, like that. You see that? So when we go into any phone or any screen size, it stays the same. That is kind of important. You can change the style. You can always make a button look nice. I'm just gonna go use Roblox's style. I like that, so we can do that. A text color can be white. I'm gonna say toggle aura on. Right? Oops. Right. And then you can change whatever you want. The font. I like that bold, Arial, and text scaled. So we have our button now, and we want to put this to the side here, right? So what we're going to do now is script the button. We don't need to name that anything else. What we do need to do is just real fast go into replicate storage and add a remote event. Once you do that, you want to rename it to whatever you want. So let's call it Aura on. You can name it whatever you want, but that's just to follow the video if you want this to work, unless you make a mistake. And now we have a function. What functions do, they trigger an event when you fire them. So I'm in a script and I say I want to do something, but basically everything happens on the server, and you can't move this object on the client side, so you have to ask the server to move it, and that is why we use these. You can't move aura onto your body without asking the server to do it, because you won't be able to see it. Anyways, so how we're going to do this is we're going to go here, add a local script in the button, and we're going to define a few variables. So first of all, we're going to do a local player. I'll just do player. I like doing player equals game.players.local player, right? We're going to do local character equals player.character, right? So it shows us those characters, right? Next, we want to do a function when the button is pressed. So script.pay parent dot mouse click 1. So that's where left click. Connect function. That's our function, and we're gonna do player in here, I guess. Well, we don't need that. Doesn't matter. All right. So now this basically runs the script inside of here when you press this button, because script.parent, the script's parent is the text button, right? We're gonna have to add another variable. We're gonna get or on, which is or event. So local event equals game dot replicated storage. Wait for child, and we're gonna go get or on. Alright, you can call this whatever you want. So whatever you called this, you're gonna put in here. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna call the function, right? So event fire server, right? Fire server, and we're gonna put in here character. And now, once you have finished the script, we can go out of it, go into server script service right here, and insert a script. Right, I'm gonna call this server aura, server-sided. So now what we're gonna do is we're also gonna define the aura on. Well, we're not gonna do it this time. So basically, game dot replicate storage. Wait for child. Or on dot on event. Wait a minute. I need to make sure I'm doing this right. I don't remember for a fact. Or on dot onset event. Oh yeah, I was right. Connect function, and we're gonna do player and then character, right? So that's good. I'm just gonna change this to wait for child. Wait for child. So the server. So it loads in basically. Alright. So now we have our player and character. What we're gonna do is we're gonna define the aura in our server storage, right? So the folder is gonna be local aura folder will be game.serverstorage.waitforchild.auras. Auras right there. And we're also gonna want to define, well, right now it's gonna be fine. So local aura will be aura folder, because it's an aura folder, and we're going to do wait for child, and we're going to go to whatever you named your aura. I'm just going to say rename, Control A and C to copy it. It's really fast and nice. And then we're going to do the clone, which means that this is now going to clone it instead of using it once, because when you move it over to your body, you will eventually, obviously, it'll disappear, so you can't respawn with it. And what you're gonna do is another thing. I forgot to do this. Forgot to do this. So what we want to do is create another variable called local toggle. Forgot we want to toggle this, right? Toggle equals false. So we're gonna do here if false. If toggle is equals to false, then, which is self-explanatory, I imagine, because if the value is false, then do this, and then we're gonna say false. Else true. I'm gonna say true in here, right? And we're also gonna have to do a few other things. So toggle is equals to true. Yes, right here, and toggle is equals to false, right? So basically, what it does here now, let me just add some nice spaces in here. Basically, when you press the button, it says if toggle is false. So when you have not clicked it, then when you press it, it is true now. So when you press it again, it is not false. It'll be true, so it'll fire this, right? I'm gonna go back in here, and we're gonna call this toggle. So this is false or true, right? Next we're going to do is if player dot name is equals to character dot name, then basically this just checks if the character's name that you sent over is the same name as the player's name. And now we're going to clone the aura onto our body. So if toggle equals to false, equals to true, then I remembered I have to change something real fast. We have to put these toggles in front, right? We want to put them in front, and this will be true, and this will be false. I messed up slightly, sorry guys. And we can just we can make this into just toggle if you guys want, because this value changes that. So if toggle equals true, then we're gonna move it onto the body, right? So what we're doing is we're gonna clone the aura onto the body's lower torso. So aura dot parent equals character dot wait for child lower humanoid. Wait, was it lower torso? I believe it was lower torso. Let me see. Redave this. Yep, it is lower torso. If you're using R6, then it's just gonna be if player is R6, then do torso instead, right? So this will copy it over, and then we're gonna do else if toggle is equals to false, then right, aura destroy, right? And now our script should be done. I might have made a mistake, but I think it is done, guys. Let us test it out in game. Alright, and there seems to be a error. Oh, yep, there's an error. I misspelled players somewhere here. Right here. Another thing I forgot to do is we want to change the text of this button, right? So let me just move the button over so it looks nicer. It's just annoying me. We want to change that to off when you turn it on, right? So we're going to go back to our local script, and we're going to go local text label text equals script dot parent dot text parent dot text label text button dot text. Alright, and then when it is false, we're gonna do what it says when you press it. So text yeah, so this is gonna be equal to whatever you want, but I'm gonna say we're gonna say off, right? Right here, off. I'm gonna go in here and say on. Right? Now it should work, hopefully. There's always a slight mistake I make, but no worries, we get there eventually. And there we go, guys. It is working, right? And that text thing is not working, so we have another error. Do we not? Do we not have another error? I believe it's not. Alright, we have another error. Damn. Alright, so the error is if toggle equals false, then toggle equals true. If toggle else if. I'll do else if. Maybe else if toggle equals true, then toggle equals false. There we go. This should work now. I think. Maybe the text won't change. Well, it should be working before, so this probably won't fix it. Yeah, it's not fixing it. Let me think what could be the problem here. Dot text. Yes, that is a text. So depends on text button dot text. me just change this dot text dot text. All right. And then it's gonna fire this toggle. We'll change this back to false, and then we're gonna do this to true. I don't know exactly why it's not working right now. Interesting. Oh, yep. Now this should fix it, possibly. That text, and I don't know why the button isn't changing right now. I'm just confused. Should be working, or I might be doing something really stupid, but yeah. Here we go. It's working now, as you can see, right there. And the aura should be off, but it is not off. Let me see. The aura should be in my lower humanoid, lower torso, and it is here. Okay. So I know the problem here. Aura.destroy. So what we're gonna do, guys, is change this to character. I'm just gonna copy this. Wait for child lower torso. All right. We're gonna do another wait for child, actually. Another wait for child in here, and we're gonna do whatever your aura name was. So my aura name was this. Oops. And now we're gonna destroy. At last, this should be the final script, right? Right. Now it should work at last. On and off. Yep. As you can see, guys, it is working. So please like and subscribe and comment on the video if you like it. I'm making a Bleach game right now, and if you want to join, I'm going to send you the description. I'm going to send you a Discord link in the description to join it. So please do if you want to learn more, and if you just want to talk to me or ask any questions. See you guys later.